What's up, you guys? It's your favorite chef, Starling Marie, and I'm back with another video. And tonight I'm going to be showing you guys how to make lasagna. That's right, lasagna. And these are most of the ingredients that you're going to need. These are your mushrooms. I got mine from Publix. They're just regular white mushrooms. I went on to wash those off. Got me some bell peppers, some mixed bell peppers. You want to get you a red and a yellow or orange or a green one. And you want to go ahead and just chop those up. Make sure you rinse them off first. Please rinse them off. You want to go ahead and get your onion to the side. You want to dice them up. You don't want to add too many bell peppers into your lasagna because you're really just adding them in there for a little bit of flavor. So you definitely don't want to overdo it. This is about as much bell peppers that you would need, exactly what I'm dicing up right now. So let's just go ahead and proceed to dice those up and get our mushrooms just like that. You want to add those in there. After you dice those up, pretty much put it all in a bowl and combine it, and you're going to season those later before you add them into your ground beef. Alright, you guys, now that we've diced up our bell peppers and mushrooms and stuff, we'll just go ahead and dice up some onion really quick. And you guys, I know that you're not supposed to take the butt off of the onion, but I was in a rush and I just wanted to chop it up really quick, so this is how I did it. It's really easy to dice up onion. A lot of people think it's really hard. A lot of people don't like onions. You do not have to add onions into your lasagna. This is very optional. I just want to say that. You don't have to add mushrooms, bell peppers, none of that. You can also just season it with onion powder and stuff like that. So now you want to go ahead and get your ground beef, put that into a pan, just like so. Alright, so now that you've put the ground beef inside of the pan, you just want to go ahead and brown it for the next 8 to 10 minutes, on medium heat. You want to make sure you get all the chunks out of it, and then you want to go ahead and season it. Oh yeah, you can also go ahead and preheat your oven while you're doing that. You can go ahead and put your oven on, let it get hot. So I'm going to start off by seasoning it with some garlic powder, just like so. You want to add you enough, and get you some ground black pepper in there. You can add just some salt if you want. I'm not sure what other people use, but I use Old Bay inside of mine, just like here. I don't know, I use Old Bay as like a seasoning salt for me. It just hits my taste buds better. So I use this. You can use Lorry's, you can use Morton's. I don't know what other people use. And then I just want to go ahead and add me some more garlic powder, just like so, because you want to make sure you season your ground beef good. Okay, so then I add a little bit more of my Old Bay, just like that. And I want to add me some Sazon Goya. I can't forget the Goya. I feel like if you don't use Goya in your food, I don't know. I mean, it just gives it that other taste. Like, it just make it hit. So I have to add me some of that in there. Just like that. Okay, looks really good. Season it well. Add me some parsley flakes in there to make it look nice and bougie. And then when it's halfway done browning, all you want to do is add you some of this complete Sazon right here, because it just gives it that Italian taste. Also, you can add oregano in there too. I don't know, I just like to add it in there when it's halfway brown, so it can be more stronger. You know what I'm saying? Then you want to go ahead and drain your beef once it's done browning. Please make sure you drain that ground beef. You do not want to leave any grease inside of that ground beef. I'm telling you. And now you just want to go ahead and season up your bell peppers and onions that you just cut up with the same seasonings that you seasoned the ground beef with before you browned it. And then you just want to go ahead and make sure you add enough seasoning to your bell peppers and onions before you add it into your ground beef, because you want those to have flavor as well. Alright, so now that they're all seasoned up, you just want to go ahead and add those into the ground beef, and you want to allow those to just steam on medium heat for about 8 to 10 minutes, I'd say. And you want to go ahead and mix it around just like that. Make sure everything's like, mixed in really well. Alright, so next you want to go ahead and get you a pan that's big enough for you to cook your lasagna noodles in. I'm using a wok, you guys, because this is the only pot pan that's in my house that's big enough for that. You just want to go ahead and lay those inside of that pan, just like so. It might be a little difficult to get them all in there and cook properly, but you're going to get them in there. It took me a couple of tries. So now that they're in there just like that, you want to go ahead and add you some salt, and then you want to go ahead and just add you enough. You don't want to add a lot of salt. You're basically boiling this just like any other pasta noodle. Add you some extra virgin olive oil in there just like that, and let them cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. After about 8 to 10 minutes, you should check back on your veggies and your ground beef, and it should look somewhat like this. It should be steaming hot, and that just tells you that they're ready. So you want to go ahead and add you some tomato paste next. I'm using Hunt's. If you don't have tomato paste, that's okay. Don't freak out. All you got to do is just use some ketchup. Ketchup is fine. It is a great alternative, okay? Alright, so now that you've got all of it out of the can, you just want to go ahead and stir it up into the ground beef just like so. Make sure you cover all of the ground beef inside of the tomato paste or the ketchup that you're using, just like so. Alright, you guys, now you want to go ahead and add you some diced tomatoes into your beef, and you don't have to use a particular brand. You also can dice you up some fresh tomatoes if you want. I just use the ones out of the can because it's more quick and easy, but you can also do what you want. It will not affect the taste. Now I'm just adding my tomato sauce or pasta sauce, whichever you want to call it, just like that. You can go ahead and use the whole thing if you want to. It depends on how much lasagna you're making. I only used half of this jar, and it was just fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and stir that in there just like that. Also, you want to allow your pasta sauce to cook for, an additional 10 minutes inside of there, because you really want to cook the sauce. Tomato sauce has to cook. And so I'm just going to add me a little bit of oregano in there to spice the taste up even a little bit more. You want to get that Italian taste. That's very important. So, and then you want to add just some more parsley flakes in there, just like so. And like I said, cook it for an additional 10 minutes. Cook the sauce. For that extra cheesy taste, I'm just going to add me some Parmesan cheese into there. Add that into my sauce. Give it that creamy taste. Just like so. Add you a little bit more if you want. It's all to your preference. You do not have to add this. This is very optional. Alright, you guys, don't forget to spray your pan with some vegetable spray, and you want to go ahead and start off your first layer, and you want to layer your noodles out just like that in the pan. Okay, then you want to go ahead and spread out your beef just like so. You want to go ahead and open up your ricotta cheese to the side, because you're going to have it open because you're going to need it. Okay, so then you want to go ahead and get you some mozzarella cheese just like so, and sprinkle that on your first layer before you add the ricotta cheese in there. Quick suggestion, you may want to get you a piping bag instead of the spatula like I did, because I just feel like if you use the piping bag, it'll be better. Your second layer should be just like this. You want to get them just like how you did on the bottom. Okay, now on your third layer, all you're doing is just adding your noodles on top, and you can go ahead and use up any additional noodles that you had by doubling it. Go ahead and add whatever you have left of your beef on top, and then you just want to add just cheese. You're not doing another level. This is your last layer. So in total, you should have like 3 layers inside of your pan, just like this. And then you want to go ahead and add you some Parmesan cheese in there with your mozzarella, some parsley on top. And you can also sprinkle it with a little bit of garlic. Okay, you guys, so this is how it should look before you put it into the oven. Let's go ahead and put it in the oven on 350, and let's bake it for an additional 10 to 20 minutes just to make sure it's all done. And it should look just like this when it comes out the oven. Look at that. Look at that. That looks amazing. Let's go ahead and get us some out. Oh my God, look at how cheesy that is. That looks amazing. Let's put us some on a plate. And there you have it, you guys. This is the finished product. It looks amazing. It smells amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed my recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram for more.